Well, hello, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this is going to be your this week reading. Of course, with this type of reading, this is going to be dealing with everything. We get a little bit more serious on a Sunday with these reads. So we kind of take our time and we see what comes out here for you. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to take our time. We're going to get serious here like we always do. It's Sunday, praise the Lord. You guys are here. You guys are present. And we're going to get some good good information. Okay, good admonition. All right, about a lot of things in your life. All right. And I do want to say hello to a few of you guys in the room. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Quayway. Emmeline. Elise. Miss Sassy. Farah. Hello. Hardy. Hey, guys. All right. So you guys already know when I call your name, okay, your energy is going to be in these cards just as much as everybody else who watched the video. Okay, I'm just saying it's the reason why it's good, important to be present. But we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. And I'm going to pull first in front of you guys, the first card. I want to shuffle behind the scenes with the other ones just because it's hard for me to shuffle this way. My arm's going around the camera. But let's see what's coming out. Oh, I didn't realize my cards was turned over. Apologize about that. Let's see what's going to come out here for you, Sagittarius, for this week. Thank you guys so much for pressing like. I was kind of irritated. It was Virgos were packed in there. They were packed into the house, but I didn't see that many likes at the time. I didn't say anything. I'm like, come on, Virgo. Come on. Stop playing with me. Ooh, you guys got that card. Look at this. I actually like this. You guys got the full card in the upright here, Sag. Uh-oh. Look at what we're looking at this week. This week sets the tone for you feeling a little free. What are you free from? You feel free from something. Now, I'm wondering if this is Monday or Tuesday or if this starts somewhere around the later half of the week. But I'm telling you, you're going to feel, because this energy just ain't going to come out just for no apparent reason. Like, you guys just had this energy of just like, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm okay. Now, this is your theme card. This is like your theme. There's going to be new things you're going to start this week. And we already know that's major for you because I always talk about your procrastination. What the hell is going on? What has happened to you, Sag? You've changed. You look good. You smell good. Okay. So this week, I just see that like you feel a little freer. I don't know. Did you clean out your closets? Did you finally do what you needed to do this weekend? You got some stuff done? Like something isn't on your shoulder as heavily. Oh, maybe the kids went back to school. Could be. You're like, whew, thank God. Oh my God. Okay, I got some time to myself. You guys get a chance to actually do some things that you wouldn't normally do based on that Fool card. All right. I like this. I like this energy. All right, exactly. So Nicole says that she start culinary school. That's good because like I said, it can also be starting something, beginning something. Okay, this could be a new job. This could be going to school. This could be starting a diet regimen. This could be you focusing more on you and your health, right? That's good. All right, let's see. Let's keep on. Now, you did have the pay. Hold on now. Cards falling everywhere. My bad. Ooh, I want to show you what fell. Now, this fell. This fell. This was the card that came out, but this fell. So I'm like, let me just kind of include this for a second. Let me push this to the side because we're going to see. Because maybe that's free from this. You know, like I think that people, sometimes when you're grieving, it doesn't go away overnight. It just depends on what you're sad about. Could it be depression? Because, that's always like my sadness card, because it's emotional baggage. It's like something that's weighing very heavy on you. And that's so interesting, because that's what the Fool card basically says, being free from that, even if it's emotion. The card that came out in your second placement here is the Page of Swords. Okay, Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords... Oh, I like this. Y'all got a little crisp, like little snap to your little celery stick. You guys got this little snap going on. Like, y'all like, okay, I'm good, I'm cool, but just make sure you come to me straight. Make sure you guys don't come to me crooked or sideways, because if you do, I'm gonna be cute nasty. Okay, this is that nice nasty energy. This is that nice nasty. You guys are the type of person that this week you'll smile and say something to somebody and they'll get it right away. They'll know for a fact that, it's like, keep your bullshit to yourself. Okay, keep your bullshit to yourself. But all right, let me go ahead and let me take this upstairs. Like, it's that type of energy. But like I said, like, you guys are not being... like I said, it's just something about you where you are not easily irritated like you were before. You see what I'm saying? I love where it says that you're not really speaking your truth, because generally you will do that. If somebody says something to you, you'll fly off the handle and tell them exactly how you feel. But it's just something about you where you're like, I want to do something a little bit different this time. This week, I just feel like you're going to be doing something a little bit different. You're like, I'm not going to do that. Not this week. I'm not saying you may not do it next week. I'm just saying this week, I just don't see y'all doing that. I don't see you guys being as curious about someone as far as romantically. Ooh, I saw that at the last minute too. Did somebody turn you off? I feel like this week you're not going to be as curious about somebody. You know how you probably was always on a person's page, okay? You could have been like, oh, let me see what they're doing. Let me see what they're doing. You're kind of like, I don't give a damn what they're doing. I don't care. I don't care what they're doing. I'm only gonna focus on me. I don't care. And it could have been just for something that they didn't do, or something that they did, right? It just depends on the situation. I just feel like you just don't care. You're not curious to know about anything that's outside of you. This week, you are only focusing on yourself. This is why I said you're starting to do new things. This is really nice. You guys are starting to do new things this week. You see how when you're not distracted, you actually get things done and you start things that you really have been wanting to start for a while. Procrastinators. I love that about y'all. But when you're over it, when you don't want to deal with it, you're like, I don't even have the appetite to even care. I'm not even going to fight for it. And literally at this point, your fighting is just watching. Just being a little curious. You just, something about it, just this person did something to turn you off. I could tell. Okay. So here we are again. Like I said before, I like this a lot. Okay. All right. Sag. And again, like I said before, it could have been because somebody did say some shit to you that really just was like, okay, enough is enough. You ain't about to keep on making me sad. Look, right? Look, you ain't gonna keep on making me feel sad. You ain't gonna keep on putting me in my feelings. I'm not about to keep doing this. I like the fact that this card came out, because I know for a fact that this does have a role in the reason why you're starting over. You're letting something go. You're letting people go. You're letting no, you can't be just constantly in that energy. This is starting to bug you. It's getting on your damn nerves. No. So this is really like, I don't give a damn. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's see. This is for Sagittarius. Let's see what comes out. Oh, man. I keep having these cards that keep being flipped. My bad, y'all. I did not do a good job with shuffling after Virgo. This is for Sagittarius. There we go. That card came out. Ooh. Ooh. And you know what? You ain't speaking your mind this week because you spoke your mind last week. And now that could have been in a text message. What you tell them? You done hurt somebody's feelings. Now we know that y'all can really go in, but damn. Like, this ain't the type of person that's really gonna be, you know how, like, I always remember this one scene that I saw out of a dating show where the person was like intentionally, like, you know, he just thought he was bad. He thought it was bad. And the girl was just being honest about what she didn't like. And like, he got it. It was like he was still trying to play cool, but you heard him like swallow real hard. He swallowed real hard. And he like kind of coughed a little bit. He was just so taken back by the fact that like she wasn't interested because he wasn't used to that. I really do believe that, like, even with this energy, I feel like this person isn't necessarily really like they weren't ready. That's the perfect way to put it. I don't think that they were ready for the energy that you're putting out right now, because I think that maybe before, or maybe you have in some way kind of conditioned them to believe that it was okay that they were doing what they were doing. And I'm not saying all of you, but I'm just saying you were being patient. That's what you do. That's who you are, right? I'm giving a benefit of the doubt. I don't want to snap off, because when it finally do come out, I know I'm not gonna be able to take back nothing. And I think this is like unloading. That's exactly what I heard. Like, it was like you were unloading your feelings. You were literally like letting them know exactly how you feel. And maybe that's the reason why you feel free. Oh man, I got that off my chest. Like, if we ain't together, it is what it is. I had to say what I had to say because it looked like it wasn't gonna go nowhere anyway. But that's with love. You know, sometimes that even happens with like family members. I've been wanting to say that for the past 10 years. I ain't got to worry about nobody, you know, gossiping about me going to family reunions, because I ain't going to those anyway. It does feel like you were able to like express yourself without feeling guilty, express yourself without having any type of barriers to what you will say. But then we're going to go back to this Four of Cups, because now we're saying what you said, this person wasn't able to take. And it really could have been the truth, right, Nicole? It could have been the truth. It's not like you were intentionally trying to say something to hurt their feelings. It wasn't like you were just trying to be mean. You see what I'm saying? You start saying shit that you could have just left out of the text. Like, and plus, not only that, I got tired of waking up every morning, your breath is stinking, and it took you a long time to brush your teeth. Like, you were just saying all types of shit that you didn't even have to say. You see what I'm saying? Like, you just wanted to say everything. This is what I'm saying, unloading on them. And now it really affected this person's pride and ego, because they just knew that they had you in a bag. And they're kind of suffering right now. They're kind of in this like heartbreak energy. And it could be for some of you. Like, I do know some of you guys, the cross watchers, be looking and they like, yes, that's what I did. Then yes, it could be reverse. It's not saying that this is only Sag, because yes, it could be reversed. All right. But I do see someone like feeling like, damn. Oh yeah, you put them in that damn place. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Sag. Now, this week, we're going to talk about your money since this came out. Sagittarius, come on now, Sag. Come on, Sag. You got to do better with your money. Now, we're talking about this week. We'll be talking about next week, but we're talking about this week. This week, I gave y'all a little leeway, because I was actually surprised Virgo did a little bit good this week, because Virgo technically have been kind of where you guys have been financially. Virgos are doing a little bit better. And I know some of you guys have Virgo and Sag in your chart. I think you told me that like 2 weeks ago. At least one person did, I remember. So I do see that for you, you are okay. But again, it goes back to I'm a good person, and it's hard for me to say no. Yes, that's what I'm saying here. It's not just the spending. It's really not. It's not just the spending, because I gave y'all leeway with the kids, right? I gave y'all leeway with like, you got to spend on your kids going back to school, stuff like that. I gave you leeway for that. But this is not what that's saying. And I get that sometimes your family fall on hard times. I get that. I promise you, I really, really do. But you have to survive too, you know, like maybe instead of giving them $100, you can give them like 30, you know, maybe you can help them out to apply for certain types of assistance program. You know what I mean? It could be something like that that you can do other than just putting yourself in a bad place. Because this is very obvious that for some of you, you are not great this week financially. Okay, I'm not necessarily saying money being that great. You're not on the street, of course, but I just don't necessarily see money being the best. And it is family responsibility for a lot of you, children, you know, other family members, that type of stuff. I totally see that in this reading. For some of you, you've been applying for certain jobs, so I don't know where I got this from, but I'm just telling you because that's what I see. Like, you know how you have to apply for the jobs and you have to pay. And I know for some people, you have to actually pay for the drug test. And then if you, literally, if you pass it, okay? If you pass it, they hire you, they will give it back. But if you do not pass it and you do not get hired, they do not give that money back to you. That's a deposit that they do not give back to you. Okay, so I am seeing something like that some of you guys could be trying to invest in something to get a new job. I don't know if that's like you're spending money for agencies to help you. This could be investments that some of you guys are just hoping that will come in. I just want you to be mindful of that because this is a little volatile energy this week based on the cards that I see. Let's keep going. This is for Sagittarius. Next card we got here is the Seven of Pentacles. Oh yeah, this week, please be careful. Please. Be careful this week. Some of you guys just have bad patterns, bad spending habits. Now, I know somebody just said that. I ain't gonna call you out. I ain't gonna call you out, okay? But I know some of you guys just got bad spending habits. And it's not like addictions or anything. I mean, it could be for some of y'all, but it's just bad spending habits. Now, what I'm seeing here with the Seven of Pentacles, we're going to go ahead and keep moving, though. Even though you have walked away from someone in particular, even though you have removed that energy, you've stepped aside, you've gotten out of the way, you're starting something new here this week. I'm just going to keep it a buck. That shit is going to be on you this week. I'm not going to even say I'm going to give you a couple of days because I'm not even seeing a couple of days here. I'm seeing this is what's going to happen this week. You're going to be feeling it. And this ain't somebody you only been knowing a week or two or nothing like that. No, this ain't somebody you've been only knowing a week. You going for some odd reason, because the reality of knowing that it is over and that you're trying to start new, you're trying to start fresh. You know how you be in that adrenaline rush the first 2 days after you block somebody, and then reality sets in. But this time you ain't picking up the phone. The reality sets in that you may not be able to talk to that family member again. Just being real, this is what this is about, right? A realistic reading. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that you're going to feel it the first couple of days, or you haven't. You may have done that last week and you're going right into this week with that same energy. You're like, damn, yes, I can't get over that. I can't get this feeling off of me. I still feel that. I still see it. I still see that in your reading because you're thinking, why? If it's a romantic relationship, why didn't they choose me? Why they didn't want me? Why were they rejecting my love and I did all of this for them? See, you asking questions that you don't have to ask. They weren't on that. This ain't have nothing to do with you. They're doing that to whoever they're with. How many other people that they're with. And if we're talking about a family member in general, it's unfortunate, but they see something in you that they want. They see something in you that they cannot obtain, and it bothers them. Every time you walk into the door and you smiling with your kids and y'all all dressed up and y'all clean, to the nine, and they couldn't do that with their kids. They haven't accomplished half the stuff that you've accomplished. This is what happens. And then you sit up here and you feeling some kind of way about that. So a lot of y'all are going to be in that energy. Not saying that they're around. I just feel like you're going to be in that energy. And it's mostly dealing with relationships. Because that flame for that person is still roaring, honey. And you got to do a lot of work in order to put that flame out. So that Seven of Pentacles, it says that lack of growth. You're trying to grow more spiritually. It's not saying that you're not, but it's going to feel a little stagnant emotionally this week. That's all it's saying. Okay. Let's go ahead. This is for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you got the King of Cups. In reverse. You see how that card said focusing on those inner feelings, baby? Listen, on point. Focusing on inner feelings. You ain't gonna be able to run away from this. And then one day you're gonna wake up and then all of a sudden it's just gonna be like, it's gone. I don't feel halfway as bad as I felt 3 days ago. I feel good. That's how it's going to be. You guys have been emotionally abused with this King of Cups in reverse. This is that if you were my best friend, I know this happens in Chicago a lot. I know they used to put it in movies, but this stuff used to really happen in Chicago. Like if somebody was picking on your best friend and they'd be like, where they at? That used to happen in high school all the time. Take the earrings off, all of that. Where they at? Where they at? This is that kind of energy, the way that this person has treated you. Ignoring you, manipulating you, gaslighting you, telling you that you are emotional, telling you that you're crazy. Because what is mistreatment? Look at the King of Cups. It's the opposite of what you're supposed to feel. Remember, when we say that someone is emotionally mature, that's that love, honey. That's like someone get angry if they mistreat you. This is like if you're in a restaurant and the love of your life is sitting right across from you and the waiter says something crooked. This would be the person that will step in and be like, hey, watch your mouth. Whew, love that type of energy, okay? This would be if it's the divine feminine and you're the divine masculine and you go visit with family and the family member say something crazy and she be like, you ain't gonna be talking to him like that, we'll leave. It's that kind of energy that you're wanting. But what happens when it's the opposite? You're the joke. That's how you feel. I'm not saying that it happens so blatantly that they'll laugh with the waiter, but in some kind of way, if they don't check, if they just sit there and they act like they don't hear it, it will make you feel like you're insignificant. And with this person, you felt insignificant with this person. I do not like the King of Cups in reverse. That's probably one of the worst cards I can see because I can tell that this person emotionally tormented you. Especially if you got kids by them, or maybe you did have a kid by them, or even worse, if you did get pregnant and because they were treating you so bad, you was just like, I don't even have no other choice. I can't keep this. I can't do it because I'm not going to be tied to this person. I'm going to be attached to this person. Remember, I said outside of love, it could be your children's mother or father, but it could also be a family member who do the same shit. But I'm telling you, it is something about that Fool card that's letting me know that that feeling that you've been experiencing, that torment, that emotional and physical abuse that some of you guys have experienced, that is going to be over with. Okay, it's going to free you from emotional neglect. Okay? I'm going to show you. That's what came out. We'll get to it in a minute. We'll see why, but it's not a tarot card. So we'll keep going. There we go. You got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. I like this. I really do. Because this week, I don't I'll say it this way. Where before you guys were just like, and I've said this plenty of times, you're the only sign that I know. Not saying that any other sign is not doing this. I'm not saying that any other sign don't have multiple responsibilities. I'm not saying that they don't have, excuse me, heavy responsibilities. I'm not saying any of that. But you're the only sign that I can always tell you are pressurized all the time to do something. The Two of Pentacles in the upright is like, I have to make sure I can control everything. I can like balance everything because I got a lot going on here. I have a lot of place spinning place. I have a lot that's going on. But the Two of Pentacles in reverse is like, I've got to let this go. You don't have no other choice. You have no other choice but to let that person go, or to let that job go, or you may have a side hustle that's not really producing any money. I can't keep on doing this. I got to focus on something else. I may have to get another job. I may have to do something. I may have to put my kids in daycare, and I really don't want to because I need some time to myself. You're going to have to do something in order for you to get some type of peace of mind. And a lot of you, this was like right on time. It's like God put this in your head to actually do this. They did it right on time. Because a lot of y'all about to crack. A lot of y'all was going to crack. And you really didn't want nothing to change. You don't like change too much. You don't like the feeling of things being different from what you've been used to. You don't like that. But you're being forced to. Now, I'm happy that there's new things starting here. I'm happy about that. Happy that things are starting, that you're moving in a different direction, and that we don't see a lot of procrastination like we saw before. But you know what else I'm seeing here that I still always see? You guys are, what did I always tell you? You're getting out of bed with no plan. Because some of y'all don't think that it works. This is like people who don't believe affirmation works. And I'm telling you, I was one of them back in the day. I was just like, what is it going to be actually saying something over and over again? What they going to do? What is that going to do? They ain't going to do nothing. They ain't going to do nothing. I've been saying in my heart for years, I want to be a millionaire. I'm still not a millionaire. You guys are no skeptic, honey. I want to keep it a buck. But I'm saying just based off of what I'm looking at here. This is things that you guys can do, and you can write it down so you won't be so scattered. We ain't talking about you becoming a millionaire. We ain't talking about your dream man showing up at your door because that's what you done put somewhere on your vision board. We saying that you need to be doing something so you won't crack. That's it. I'm not going to sell you a dream and be like, oh, well, you need to do this. And then all of a sudden you're going to start seeing your life change. It automatically changes because you're getting stuff done. What does that scripture say? Where it say faith without works is dead? That is common sense. That is common sense. I want things to change, but I refuse to do anything for it to change. That's the only thing that I have to tell you about today. That's the only thing. Everything else is falling into place for you. Everything else is like actually looking really good. It's like you're gaining more knowledge about yourself. You're gaining more knowledge about relationships and what you really want in relationships. You're getting over sadness. You're getting over depression. Getting over, not completely out, but getting over. Not feeling overwhelmed. You're starting to like kind of feel a little bit more grounded. But the only thing that I don't see that a lot of you guys are not doing is planning. Because again, you're just getting out of bed. So I'm just going to go to work tomorrow. And then I'll just go from there. I knew people like that. I'm like, why won't you just plan your stuff? And they just refuse to do it. I'm like, that's just so crazy to me. Like, that is crazy to me. Like, how long does it take for you to go to the gym? Okay, write that down. Do you meal prep? Do you go to the store to get your food to meal prep? Like, what's your laundry day? You know, and then complain about stuff not being done, or the cleaners did this, because I mean, it's just what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to say is to put all of that into action is my only complaint today. Okay? Now, generally, this card comes out. This is the Old Tarot. I'm reading it like old tarot. Y'all already know I don't read like that, but who this? Because I know this ain't this person who I just described. I know that ain't them. But you know it's them. See, this is someone who believes that you are property. You no longer have what is it called? I don't know the word, but I always say it, but I'm not thinking of it. Some of you guys probably know exactly what I'm going to say. You're going to put it in the comment section. It's not free will. It's one more. It's another word for it. It's another word for it. I'm just irritated. I'm not gonna lie. Like that card came out and I'm just irritated as hell. I'm like, why are you here? Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you calling Sagittarius? Go on somewhere. Like, go on. Like, why are you bothering them? But anyway, go back into what I'm trying to say. This person is very possessive and I hate it. Like, yeah, it's not that. I get what you said. It's not that. And when I say it next time, I'm gonna think about it next time, but I'll say it next time. But you don't have, it's almost like you saying no isn't an option. Now, I'm not saying that this person is going to come up to you and do anything, or I'm not saying they're going to go crazy. I'm not saying all of that. I'm not, because again, remember, it's not just about a past, but that is, specifically talking about a past lover, right? Because we know family members who do this, so they can bully you. They can bully you. They be like, oh, you think you're gonna try to not call me? You think you're not gonna call me? I'll call you until you pick up the phone. And then you be like, and then Sagittarius, you're gonna have to do something you don't want to do. You be like, I ain't never thought I was gonna block my mama, but I had to block my mama because she thought she was being slick. Keep on calling my phone. I told her I don't want to talk to her. But we just want to go ahead and keep it on the love, because that is kind of what I see. I feel like this person is like, I'm just going to let you calm down. I'm going to let you chill out. You have your little moment, and I want to come back up in here when I know that you calm down. Now, this is the same person that I described with that King of Cups in reverse. It's the same person. This person knows full damn well why you not picking up the phone. They know full damn well why you don't want to talk to them. But see, that all of a sudden they want to act brand new. But I mean, I want to be honest. I saw something that came out. I don't want to see it. It's like, why are you have these mixed emotions? I said that you love them, right? I literally already said it. I never took that away from you. But what did I say? I said, you guys are still going to be in this energy of still having that flame that's roaring in your heart. And that mofo came out literally almost at the end of the read. I only have one more card left. I couldn't even get through the reading. The person is like, yeah, this is how I am. This is how I always am. This is how I always am. I'm going to always come back. You have a right to say no. They're not forcing you. But the only thing that they have to do is just get in your head. That's it. They just say, I miss you. They're going to say everything that they should have said when y'all were together. I miss you. Can I make it up to you? I want to take you out of town. I want to buy you something nice. I want to buy you something sweet. Oh, baby, they about to go in on that one. And you're going to sit there and you're going to be listening to that message. And you should delete it. And you ain't going to delete it when you know you should be deleting that message and not listening to it. You should delete it. You want to know how I know for a fact they got into your mind? The same reason how I know when y'all going to take the person back when I'm doing a personal readings. Those cards just came out. I literally hate that the Judgment card came out, because it wouldn't have meant that had the Judgment card not came out. I'm like, damn, that's kind of effed up. Because a lot of y'all are going to be looking at me dead in the face like y'all did the other day when some of y'all was like, that ain't gonna happen, yes. That ain't gonna happen, yes. I ain't gonna ever take this person back. I ain't gonna ever take this person back. I'm like, I'm not gonna fight with you. When do I ever fight with y'all in a personal reading? I don't fight with y'all. I'll be like, okay, that's what you said, okay. I'm not gonna take your ability away to say no. But I want you to be able to see why you are even considering it in the first place. Let's get your last card. You need the truth. That's exactly what I saw at the beginning of the reading. You were pumped. Y'all were pumped. You're like, okay, I'm block this mofo. You feel liberated. You feel strong. You feel at peace with yourself. This person like, just give them a little time. They'll come back. Let's see. Last card. Lord, I swear. Y'all thought I was lying. Baby, you couldn't even make this up if you wanted to. Look at this. Look at this mess. What has he got in his hand? That is roses with the knife behind his back. I already told. Listen, I told you. You see how she got her back turned? Like, I don't want to hear it. Don't talk to me. Don't call my line. Okay? And a lot of y'all could be extremely frustrated enough where you literally could say no. Does this mean that every Sagittarius that I'm reading for is going to take back their ex? No, because some of y'all like to cut people. Okay? And they know that you do too. So it's like it's better for them not to come back. Now, if they come back, they may come back maybe next year. Nobody said that they were going to be coming back 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now. Nobody said that. This don't have to happen this week. It don't have to happen this year. Because they understand that all of y'all got different personalities. And they know who to play it with. They know who to work that magic on when they're supposed to work it. Okay? They already know. All right. I'm going to do what I just did with Virgo. I kind of did it last minute. I'm going to get your energy. I'm going to get an outcome for you because I pretty much did your love. I want to get your energy. How are you going to feel? Sum it up. We're going to get your money, sum it up, and your outcome. Let's get it. Energy for this week for Sagittarius. I want y'all to see it. Sorry. Here we go. This is good. This is good. The Ace of Swords is in the upright. I love it. Very victorious energy. I love it. I love it. Like I said before, with this one, this is really good. You see how the Fool card specifically said that you, in general, was starting. It's like that fresh energy. You got that free spirit, and you had that Ace of Swords. Now your mind is a little clear. You got that clarity. You can think straight. Really good. Really, really good. Let's go ahead. As far as your money is concerned, it's just rocky. I was really hoping that you were going to get a better card with that because we already kind of saw it when we saw the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I was just hoping that something would get a little bit better. But I don't know if you've just been emotional this week. I don't know if you're just not, if you're just feeling like it's okay. Maybe being a little bit overly optimistic. It can happen. I mean, you're not on the street, like I said. Okay, I don't even see this reading. And I don't even see that in the reading. But I do believe when it says one-sided here, you're spending more money than you will make, basically. Not in that sense, but like you don't have that kind of money to be spending that kind of money. Okay? So we're ending with that card again. That's basically saying, and unless you're dependent on something, I didn't really want to go there, but you could be. We talked about this earlier about unhealthy habits and stuff like that, right? Unhealthy habits, But spending habits, okay. But I said it didn't have to be addictions. But I mean, it could be something that you just are dependent on, that you just need, right? And I'm not saying it has to be drugs, alcohol, okay? I'm not saying that. But I'm saying it could be just something in general that you're just dependent on. Could it be just like coffee? People be laughing about that, but that's true. Like, some people have to go to Starbucks every day, or they have to go to Dunkin' Donuts. That shit adds up. Like, I went to Dunkin' Donuts for the first time in like 6 months, and I'm like, ooh, they got avocado toast. And I just so happy got the one with the bacon. I usually don't even eat pork, but I was like, ooh, let me see how this tastes. Man, when I saw the price on that one little slice of sourdough bread, I was like, excuse me, $6. But just imagine people just going to a certain place every day just to get something. That shit starts to add up. I'm just using that as an example, okay? You need to cut something back. Let's get your outcome for this week. You need to cut something back, though, for real. All right. You guys got 2-2. We're going to go ahead and set that to the side. You guys have the Strength card in the reverse. And you have the Page of Wands in the upright. This is faking it till you make it. You don't feel the best, but you're still going to go in with a smile. I think we even started off like that. Didn't we start it off like that? I think we kind of started off like that. Now I can explain to you why. This says feeling inadequate. You don't feel at your pinnacle. You don't feel at your best. You don't feel at your best. You know something good is coming. You know something's good is coming. You're still holding on to something. There's still this emotional baggage that we talked about with that 5 of Cups. It's still there. It's still there. You're trying so hard to release it. You're trying so hard to let it go. But the Page of Wands is like, that's all right. I'm still going to put a smile on my face. I'm still going to think positive. That's what this week is basically bringing to you. And I feel like that is literally the most realistic energy. Because this is not, it's not promising you bubble gums and lollipops and gumdrops. It's just not. The only craziness in this reading, because everything else was pretty good. You had victory. You had feeling good. It's refreshing energy. The only thing that I said was your money. That's the only thing you guys need to focus on this week. Okay? All right, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. I appreciate you guys so much. I don't know if you guys have been seeing it, but I do have a astrology and tarot reading on sale. I have it for $75 for an hour Zoom. If you guys are interested, all the information is down below in the description box, okay? You guys are going to have a million other readings this week, so I will see you most likely later on, probably tomorrow sometime, okay? All right, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you later. Love you guys. Bye.